But it's their thing.
I understand.
So you can't take it away.
No.
Like, what are you going to do?
But it's no longer new, though.
Yeah, but what's your option?
I don't know, not do it.
Neal Annabelle's dinner at a movie. Neal Annabelle's dinner at a movie. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times.
This is Nasty Neal. And this is dinner.
And a movie.
Mm-hmm. And we're at Crave. Korean fried chicken. I've been curious about this. I passed it on my walk through Chinatown a couple weeks ago, and I thought that sounds like a cool place to go. They got a really cool menu. They have Korean fried chicken, different various degrees of heat, and a lot of very cool sushi rolls.
Yeah. The heat looks very intimidating because they're all in degrees of anger.
Yes.
So they're all angry. One's mad. The second one's angry. Is the last one rage?
Maybe.
Something that's like that.
Angry,
so
yeah.
They all sound terrifying to me. And to be honest, I'm like pretty cool. And people who are culturally used to things that are hotter, I like hot. But
I will agree with that.
heritage is like British food.
Right.
Which is not spicy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
I've got
me
this
too.
fine drink.
Yeah, you said it's very sweet.
Hawaiian. It is extremely good. And I like sweet things. It is extremely sweet. But it's good.
Yeah.
Pineapple and blue coraco.
Very sweet, just like our audience out there. And we just went to see Scream.
We went to see Scream.
The fifth Scream, which is just called Scream for some reason.
Some people are putting it Scream 5.
Yeah. Which they reference in the movie. Which they reference everything in the movie.
There's a lot of references in the movie.
A lot. Yeah, I wrote in my notes because the first movie is kind of considered where it's not necessarily really the first movie that was like self-referential, because I think Fright Night doesn't get enough credit for doing that. It was very, very self-referential to the vampire movies, and they use the different rules from vampire films in that movie. And Scream does the same thing with slasher film. And so they did that. That was 20-something years ago.
Yeah, 1996.
Yeah, it was 25 years ago. 26 years ago.
Yeah, crazy.
So they do it to the nth degree in this one. The point was, maybe it was kind of new then, but I think at this point it's almost cliche because I've seen it in a thousand movies.
But it's their thing.
I understand.
So you can't take it away.
No.
Like, what are you going to do?
But it's no longer new, though.
Yeah, but what's your option?
I don't know, not do it.
But it's Scream.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. I'm not. But I think as a franchise, you have to stick with the things that you do, and that's one of the things they do.
Oh, no, I understand that. But, I mean, to me, we'll go in the movie, but my thought of the movie is, it's almost like, I think when I'm watching it, they're like, if we reference how, like, kind of dumb a lot of this is, and how, like, redundant it is, that makes us in on the joke, yeah, and then it's not dumb and redundant. But I just, like, man, it's just like, yeah, they are making fun of their own thing, but this doesn't make it good to me.
They make fun of horror, like, in general. Like, even the girl in the beginning who was saying, well, I like these intellectual films.
Right.
Like, I'm like, is this a, like, no pun intended, is this a stab? That kind of movie.
Yeah,
it's a lot of, like, and I know this is part of the original movie because I imagine it was from 1996. Sorry for the spoilers, but you have these, like, movie nerds, horror fans who are talking about themselves. But it's like, it's weird. This is a weird concept to me that you have a horror movie that kind of, like, attacks horror movie fans.
Yeah.
It's weird to me.
And then even in this movie, they're like mad about people who attack the fans, but the people who are mad about it in the movie are like kind of whiny people. So again, you're kind of making them seem whiny. Yeah.
It's really strange. Yeah, because the fans are doing it for the fans. It's like, the people in the audience. I don't know. It's just it's an awkward setup.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, this is the beginning of every Scream movie with the person on the phone, and so it is a clone. That's why my first note is a clone of the opening, and it's just kind of updated for modern day, making fun of the elevated horror.
Yes.
Just overall, I just felt the movie was very redundant and tiresome.
I took a little nap. To be honest, it was hard. I was like, eventually I got to a point where I was awake.
Yeah.
Which is good for the purposes of this review. But I was really struggling. I wasn't like gone, but I was just like...
Yeah, it was something I noticed every time they, one of the original cast members would show up. Yeah. They almost took like an applause break. Like they show up and look at the camera, and it's like they just pause for everybody go, yeah! Really, and then it just goes on. This is very nice.
Look at that. It's so beauteous.
That is very nice.
Smell the lovely ginger.
Yes. This is very exciting.
Interruption for the sushi. It is tasty. This is cream. I mean, Skeet Ulrich looks great.
He does. I assume maybe they did something with him, though. I don't know if they did like some computer stuff.
If they didn't do computer stuff, he looks amazing. I thought it was like generated.
Right, yeah.
2 sisters. One is attacked. The first person survives, goes to the hospital. The strange sister, far away, gets the news, rushes in to attend to her sister. Younger sister has a friend group, primary part of the film. Older sister has a boyfriend who was automatically, immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine seeing that and not being like, that's him. That's got to be at least one. Gale Weathers is back in Scream. It's right on the front page. Oh my lord. 25 years after the original series of murders in Woodsboro, a new Ghostface emerges, and Sidney Prescott must return to uncover the truth. Which I think sets her up as being a bigger part than she actually is.
Yeah, she's not in. Well, I wonder why.
She's in it, but just not to that level.
Mm-hmm. It's a typical setup. It's a bunch of teenagers, and you don't know who the killer is. And to me, that just gets so redundant and monotonous. Like, who's the killer? Are you the killer? And then I'm thinking, why? And they reference who throws a big party in the middle of like a killer, a rampage. And I thought, yeah, who does? I thought that before they were there. Like, if there's a mad killer in town, and everyone knows about it, it's not like they're doing this party and no one knows. Everyone there knows. Everyone is like, don't move, don't leave the party, don't go by yourself. And they're all, thinking that each other's a killer. Why would they all be together? Why are they all there?
Scream. And they do the things that you're not supposed to do. That's part of the franchise, which I'm not saying is good.
We need a better setup for it.
It's what it is.
You can't just say we're doing it because that's what the movie does.
Why?
Because that's why the movie's set up that way, but you have to have a reason why the characters are doing it.
Because you're having it in honor of the guy that died. You did not.
Yeah, but they know someone's there is killing everybody.
It was so silly. So, at the party for Wes or whatever he was,
yeah,
there's some dude who's taking like a video of the like banner of his name backwards.
I don't know. There's not a lot of pluses. I don't really like anybody in the movie. Besides, like maybe like Dewey, but he's in all of them. But I didn't think any of the new cast was like likable or like interesting at all. I found them all pretty unlikable.
I find a lot of the teens and horror movies to be unlikable. You know what really creeped me out was the first girl. When it opens up, it's clear that this is like you said, the modern version, and all these girls are supposed to be very attractive,
right?
Young women. And then she's in the hospital and looks like a little girl, and I'm like, wow, that really is like
Right,
a little kid. And I'm thinking it's so weird that like I understand there's sexualized teens and stuff like that, but when you like are then like child, I don't know, it just made me uncomfortable that someone would be attracted to this girl originally as an adult. It'd be one thing if you were a teen and you're like, oh, she's hot.
Right.
But I don't know. It just made me feel like it was just weird to me. I don't know. Maybe that's unfounded, but
I will say you think it's her death, but she's not her death. For the pluses, like all the stabs are very brutal. So hers was really well done. This happens in a lot of Scream movies. The Ghostface guy, like he's not the unbeatable like Michael Myers, where nothing hurts him. He gets his ass kicked around a lot. So I don't know if that's a plus or minus, but it's something a little different.
The two Scream people, the height difference is like a foot.
Oh yeah,
easily.
That's
why would be like tripping and rounding.
Because I thought that the one woman that is the spoiler that is one of the killers. I thought she acted like she was, but I kept thinking she's way too little to be one of the killers. They look good. I'm glad we got medium.
Very good.
Mine is not boneless though. What? This is a chicken wing. I went to bite into it and I bit into a chicken wing. It is very good though.
It's very good. It's very good.
This is actually the only problem I have with the first movie, original Scream, is the giant explanation at the end. It's almost like Scooby-Doo or something, when the villain just stands there and explains their whole giant plot of why they did it. And they did it in this, and it's like super long. And it's always like, and it's like, we get it. They have to explain every detail of their whole motive and what's going to happen. And it's always just like, why would they do? I understand you say it's a Scream movie. I mean, why would the actual characters do this? Like, it just gives the heroes a chance to come back and beat them like they do.
See, I would have no expectation for it to be real, like reality. I feel like there's certain people that I know that are gonna like hate towards me because of how it
probably. I think it was like a soft reboot of Scream, and then the people pop up that you remember from the first one, and then they reference them doing the exact same stuff, and that's somehow clever, but I don't think it was very clever.
I don't know if it was meant to be clever, though. I don't think it's meant to be clever, but I think the lack of cleverness is bothersome for you. Because you want to see a movie that's clever. But I don't think they were like, this is going to be the most interesting, amazing.
I don't know. I think they think they're being really clever, referencing all like the cliches, but
really,
I assume so. I don't know. I've had my fill of meta self-referential films. That's what the new Matrix was, the first 40 minutes. Actually, that's probably my favorite part of the movie, but the same thing, though, just kind of referencing. I thought that was done a little more clever, though, because they were referencing, like, making a fourth Matrix video game. Because if people don't know, I actually liked the first 40 minutes of it, when they were really referencing all that stuff. And I like the setup that he was the Candace character, Nemo? It's not Nemo.
Nemo?
Yeah. Neo. That he's he's the designer of the video game. And I actually really love the scene where they were like they're gonna make this fourth one with or without us. So you have to do it. And he's like, and I watching that, I assume that's like in reference to actually why the movie was made. And then I found out it was that they were going to do a fourth Matrix with or without all the people.
Wow. Well, they did it without. I was reading. I'm like, why isn't?
Yeah, just the one sister.
Two people weren't in it.
Oh, well, I meant just the one director. One of the Wachowskis.
But two of the actors were not in it. can't remember either of the names.
Well, Lawrence Fishburne isn't in it.
And Hugo Weaving. And I was like, why is he not in this? He's still active in film.
Yeah.
And it's because he was doing another project already. And he wanted to do it. But
Really? I thought maybe he just didn't want to.
Nah.
Huh. Because it definitely would have made it better. It's the two.
Yeah.
It's like they're the bucket. They're like the good side, the bad side, and then they kind of come together, at the end and stuff.
It's not me hating on the actors.
No, when you're
it's
a pretty iconic role for those movies for someone else just to take over.
And he's around. I mean, yes, people can still watch it, but I think probably everybody who's ever seen those movies before is gonna be like, "Where's Hugo Weaving?" And
Funny,
I feel less about the film because of it.
I went into the movie with everyone just absolutely saying it was just the worst thing, and so
Really?
And the first half hour, 40 minutes, I actually really liked it. Then afterwards, I didn't. It just kind of became more the Matrix kind of stuff that. I didn't think the action was particularly good in this one. It's kind of cheap looking, but whatever. But I did like the first 40 minutes of it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I'm not a huge fan of the original Matrix either. The first one, I watched all three of them again and to watch this. First one actually I enjoyed it more than I remember liking the first Matrix. It really is good. I'm not a big fan of the two sequels.
I don't know if I probably saw one of the sequels. I remember the two was super pale, like blonde dreads, and I wasn't really into that. I didn't even really remember the first one much.
The first movie
Animatrix is cool.
I've never seen that.
It's all different animated
have one of
shorts
these.
based off
I didn't
the
have
Matrix
a regular
world.
chicken.
And it was really, it was a long time ago I saw that too, but it was pretty fantastic. So, Animatrix. Seek it out if you like animation. And you don't even, honestly, I don't think you really have to like the Matrix.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Maybe, it was a long ago, maybe some of the characters are in it, but it's really just based off of the Matrix. It was good.
These, the chicken we got, the two different kind, the hot, I really, sometimes you think the first one's like a soy thing. They're delicious. And they're not spicy at all, really.
It's like a little sweet.
Mm-hmm. And it's just enough sauce. It's not like just dripping in sauce like some things.
Yeah, they tossed it, so you get the flavor, but it's not like a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not greasy at all.
No, which is great. That's a good point. Because it had the potential to be. You know what's really good?
I'd come back here and just get a bunch of chicken.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have the chicken and a bite of the I didn't try it with a pickle, but if you have it with the radish,
I'm going to try that.
It's a very different flavor. I haven't tried it with the spicy one. I'm going to do that too. This is pear, vodka,
that sounds cool.
Lychee.
Oh, I'm a big fan of lychee nut. Sounds good.
I don't even understand the point of that character.
Why were they all at a bar, though?
Why was he even there? Nothing happened with that. It didn't go anywhere.
No.
He basically just died.
Yeah,
I did notice when he was peeing in the alley, they showed him from the back to set it up for the kill. They didn't even bother to put any kind of fluid.
Oh, really?
It's just nothing. You just hear the sound of urine, and there's literally nothing happening.
Yeah, there was no point to him, like you said. And they referenced he dated one of the high school girls at some point.
Yeah, that one with the dyed hair. And it's well, I could see if they kept him around to set it up as maybe this is the killer.
Yeah, like a
he
red
was
herring.
in it for a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to you're oh, this might be somebody.
Yeah, I didn't feel like this. One thing that I thought was really weird is that basically the main character is the older sister. She's the daughter of the original killer. Mm-hmm. There's two original killers, right? Isn't it Matthew? What's his face?
Yeah, Hillard.
I don't like him. As an actor.
Right.
I don't know if I like him as a person.
I met him. He seemed like a good, nice guy, but yeah.
I know his last
Billy
name is
Loomis. Everyone, there's a Carpenter, Wes, which I do it. But
is a kind of good guy. Is he like an anti-hero? Loomis? Because he's not nice.
No, he's totally insane. In the second movie, he basically kills burns some kid alive in a car, and it's like, whatever.
I call that an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He's the anti-hero. But at any rate, that this girl, you find out that she keeps seeing her dead father,
Right.
and like he saves her, and then he's kind of like,
yeah, that's very
like,
true.
what?
He's
That's
like
so
he's like the
weird.
guardian angel serial killer.
Yeah, and even in his like, when she'll see him in like mirrors and stuff, and he's got blood on him. Not like crazy.
I wonder
like
if they're thinking like, okay, if we're gonna do more of these, we just killed off Dewey, maybe, I don't know. I feel he's died in lots of them, but I don't know. Maybe he hasn't.
Maybe they can patch him up.
I think he's died in all of them, and then it's always like, oh, he's got a limp now or something. I don't know. I could be wrong.
He's a nice guy. I like him. I
think he was my favorite character, and he's the most David Arquette.
Yeah,
he's likable.
He is likable.
We need another callback to these old movies. And this is how we'll bring back this one guy. He's going to now be like the dad in Dexter, where she talks to him. And then we'll have someone else we could keep using in all these movies since everyone else is dying.
Well, that's, it reminded me a lot of the new Halloweens, where it's like you just have these people that are just expected to be there. It's like this fan service thing that it makes sense for them to be there because they've been in the other stuff, but at the same time, it's like the original, call back to the original.
Yeah.
People see
he doesn't come back and tell her to kill her friends like the guy did. He's telling her to...
He's being redeemed.
Yeah, to use your... It is Dexter. Use your powers of killing for good.
Yes, exactly.
It's very brutal, all the stabbings. Lots of blood.
Yeah. I think, I think part of the thing is, I'm not a big fan of Scream. So I feel like it's kind of an unfair review in some ways, because I feel like if you're a fan of Scream, you might love it.
Yeah, because it is a lot of it is just more of that. So.
But as a neutral bystander, I don't hate Scream, so as a neutral bystander,
I hate texting in movies, and there's a lot of it. They try to make it a little interesting, but
well, that makes sense because
it's all around the phone. I understand, but I still don't like watching it in a movie.
I think it makes sense.
I don't like to see it.
What's the option?
Not to do it.
And then that's reality.
Well, there's lots of people go to the bathroom. I don't need to see someone going to the bathroom.
But it's part of the plot. Like, that's how people are communicating.
I understand the other movie's mostly about phones, so people aren't on there actually talking on a phone today, so they're going to be texting. But it still doesn't interest me to watch someone texting.
I think that you're old.
It's true, but I don't enjoy watching that in a movie.
Yeah, but I think if it's just what it is. That's life. Like, everybody texts. People
instead of using the voice changer, you should have had like a one of those filters. They could have did like FaceTime, put a filter on them, boom.
I guess, but then you'd have to have it in every phone. So if you use different phones, you'd have to be able to have it.
He could have... Everyone goes to the Ghostface Instagram. What the hell he's doing? He's like...
Did you see... I found this out from Mr. Seth. That there is a Michael Myers filter. I think for iPhones.
There's probably a Ghostface
You can,
one.
do your FaceTime and you've got a Michael Myers mask. It's really poor. It's very bad. Like, if you can, flash it up there, maybe we could both have it. I don't know if it's even possible.
I don't know, but
it's really bad. It's cornball. Food, fantastic.
Yeah, this place rules. I would definitely go back here.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I'd like to try it. Well, let's see. I honestly think one. Honestly, yeah, I'm going one. I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't like anybody. I didn't care what was happening at all.
No. I really, honestly...
I didn't even care who the killer was.
I stayed awake for this.
Yeah.
Really. It was. The kills were all right.
Yeah, but I mean that
not bumping it up.
That can.
Like, it didn't carry
They're
the
not.
movie.
They're brutal, but they're not like interesting.
No,
it's someone stabbing somebody, yeah, right? They're not like a lot of old like Nightmare on Elm Street movies that are interesting or something. Or I don't know.
I did.
This
like
is
the
just
door locking.
okay.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Because it's modern.
Right.
And I think it's important. I think that this is reality. This is the reality of things are automatic.
The Babadook got a lot of references in this movie.
It
Some people,
it's interesting.
yeah. The Babadook, the Witch, all the elevated horror. This place rules.
Yeah, this is fantastic. People are nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Everybody.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The whole place is nice. She's super cool.
Yep.
Gave
This
us-
is nice
Yeah.
space.
It was perfect. It is. It's secluded here, and I think this really blocked out all the background sound.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So this place is fantastic.
I'm glad this wasn't the Scream 5 of restaurants.
No.
Maybe to some people.
No.
Well, some people who love Scream 5 is what I'm saying.
And that's cool. I think something funny is that people will get upset by reviews that say things are bad. It's like, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it.
There's a thing I noticed.
tell
If
you.
people don't like a movie, that a lot of people say that they're butthurt about it. It's like you can just not like it.
Yeah,
I'm not like
you're like
I'm
not
not
liking it to be cool.
Yeah,
or
and I'm not
whatever. It's
like I'm not
doing
going
it
to go
against
cry
the
myself to
grain.
sleep about it. I just didn't think it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's like if you eat something, you like it or you don't.
Right.
So yeah, sorry if you don't like the ones. Like, and the thing is, like, if other people enjoy it, I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad if someone enjoys something, then good.
Right. Right. Oh yeah, I'm the same way, and I don't want to talk somebody out of people who like something. But.
So if you enjoy it, if
I
you're
also
into
see it-
Scream, go definitely check. I mean, you should check it out regardless.
So there we go. That was Scream 5.
Scream 5.
It's just called Scream for some reason.
I like Dewey.
Yeah, I guess he won't be in any more though.
What are the things that you like? I like Dewey, the door locks. Dewey and the door locks. That's a good band name.
Dewey and the door.
Dewey and the door locks.
Yeah, I like Dewey too. It's kind of sad character too.
Yeah.
And
He's like in love with this woman, and which I think is really sad because they had a relationship.
Yeah, I know.
That didn't work out.
Yeah.
It's like that must be. I would think that would be hard to do that. They must be in a place where they get along well enough that they can have that as a
Yeah, I'm not sure.
aspect of the film. Or they didn't tell him that was going to be an aspect, and they like show his phone.
You
like,
probably have to
screen.
know, I guess.
Oh,
Except he shows the picture of her. He's watching her.
two of them. It's
Yeah.
two of them in the picture. There's
Yeah.
that
And he's watching her on the news.
Oh,
But he just had to go back to Woodsboro. I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. It just seemed weird to me. But yeah, I like Dewey and I like some of. I mean, the stab, just like the movie itself, it's just it's monotonous after a while. It's a very monotonous movie, I would say. So I like Dewey and the initial stabbings. But then after, I don't need to see like nonstop stabbing. The one was cool. That's about it, really.
I think if there was other stuff to carry it, the stabbings are fine. 'Cause that's
Oh
how
yeah,
that's
that's
how
like
he uses kills.
that's like
That's
yeah,
his
cool
thing.
zombies and stuff. Like if the movie stinks, like who cares?
But it is what it is. I didn't have big expectations because I'm not a big Scream fan. So
Yeah, I'm not either. Honestly.
yeah.
So if you are, go see it. If you're not, whatever. So yeah, that was this. This is Nasty Neal,
This is Annabelle Lecter
and this was dinner,
and a movie.
which was great food.
I really enjoyed the drinks.
Yeah, I did too. Actually, I had 3 of them. We're good friends.
And it was pretty good times.
Good
despite
times.
Rating the movie a 1.
Mhm.
Still good.
Yeah. If we weren't doing this, it'd just been that sucked. Now I'm just gonna go home, but we got to talk about it, so it made it all worthwhile.
Exactly. So,
So hope you guys enjoy this. Rate us, leave some comments. It's fun to read.
Nice ones.
Yeah, nice ones. And help spread the show. So share it over on your Facebook, your Twitter, your MySpace.
Oh, and
your
we're
Grindr.
right at...
Yeah, we're right at your, almost a 1,000.
Almost 1,000. I wonder if we're at 1,000 now, because I posted it. And I saw at least one person, as of last night, liked it after I posted that. So, yeah, going over to the Facebook page, it's just facebook.com, I think, dinner.
Yeah, it might be dinner and a movie WYH at the end. I think we had to add something.
Well, if you find one of us...
We'll have the link right down here, too.
Hey, you can look at the link. It's right there.
I think I link them all in the description here. So just scroll down and click it. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Like I said, help your friends learn about the show.
Yeah.
Share it out.
Even if they don't like what we have to say, maybe they can just be like, those losers. And that's okay.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Or you might like it.
Then you can weed out your friends list. All right.
So yeah, it's fun to do. Happy to be here, and we'll do it again soon. I'm not sure what we've got coming up.
The movie with the musicians, but that's not till February.
Oh yeah, that's Dave Grohl.
Studio 666.
Yes, which looks terrible.
Yeah,
but it could be a lot of fun.
Right. I'm not sure when. There was some movies because they have posters up. Some new horror movies coming out. Black Phone's coming out. I'm not sure when that is. Maybe
Something
February.
Like an evil nun.
Yeah, and
the
something.
poster was an evil nun.
Yeah. I think you should watch this trailer for anything, everywhere, whatever the hell with the googly eyes. It's not really horror, but it looks very interesting and strange. I have no idea. Everything, everywhere, all the time, something like that.
Sounds
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Happy to have you, and we hope you'll come back and watch us again.
Yeah. Beep, beep. Have a
That movie was awful.